They drilled into the ice on Enceladus and found something alive. They said Enceladus was just another moon, frozen, lifeless, silent. But silence doesn't mean safety. And beneath its ice, something waited. In 2049, a secret international space mission named Project Nyx was launched, bypassing public records and hidden from civilian space tracking. The objective? To drill into the icy crust of Saturn's moon Enceladus, where past flybys detected strange thermal anomalies and possible signs of microbial life. But what they found wasn't microbial, it wasn't natural, and it wasn't dead. The crew of the Acheron 9 was a collection of Earth's brightest scientists, 6 in total, hand-picked for their psychological endurance, technical genius, and silence. No families, no connections, people who wouldn't be missed. Their descent onto Enceladus was flawless. Snowstorms of ice crystals sprayed into the void as they landed near the anomaly zone, a jagged plain where thermal readings peaked unnaturally. Inside the lander, the air was tense, cameras rolled, logs were updated, drills were calibrated. Outside the window, darkness, and a never-ending ocean of frozen silence. They began to dig. By the third day, they pierced the first barrier of ice. A dark liquid gushed upward, coating the drill. At first, they thought it was just pressurized subsurface water. Then it started moving, against gravity. The team brought a sample inside the lab for analysis. It was black, thick, and shimmered with iridescent veins that pulsed faintly. Under the microscope, it twisted and responded to light. It wasn't a liquid. It was a colony. A single interconnected organism made of hundreds of millions of micro-sinews. And it was aware. Soon, the hallucinations began. Dr. Aras, the neurologist, was the first. He claimed to hear a rhythmic thudding at night, like a heartbeat echoing through the ice. Then came the voices, unintelligible whispers that grew louder the deeper they drilled. Captain Ellen Jo woke, screaming, blood pouring from her nose, eyes wide with terror. She wrote in her log, "We should not have come. It's not under the ice. The ice is part of it." Day 12, Dr. Malik began vomiting black fluid. Day 13, communications with Earth were severed. Day 14. One of the crew, maintenance engineer Victor Harlan, vanished. Only his suit was found, torn open from the inside. His blood covered the walls of the engineering deck in patterns, not random, but symmetrical, almost ritualistic. Captain Joe issued an internal lockdown, but it was too late. The ice began to crack beneath the station. The heat signatures surged. Something massive was moving under them, alive, ancient, and aware of their presence. They tried to leave. The engines wouldn't ignite. Their final transmission was never sent. But the black box, it survived. When Project Nyx was officially scrubbed, the government claimed the Acheron 9 was lost to radiation interference. But 3 years later, a scavenger ship detected a faint signal near Saturn. It was a looping distress call, followed by screams. Dozens of them. The black box contained 17 hours of footage, corrupted but partially recoverable. What it showed defied logic. Tentacle-like ice structures piercing the hull, crew members convulsing and speaking in languages they never knew. One of them, Dr. Malik, walked outside without a suit and disappeared into the ice, smiling. In the final clip, Captain Joe whispers to the camera, "It's not from here. It came before us. We woke it. We bled into it. Now it knows Earth." Then, silence. Since then, 2 more unmanned probes to Enceladus have vanished. NASA and ESA deny any activity in the area. But in encrypted networks, there are whispers. Scientists receiving strange data packets from deep space, signals embedded with distorted human voices. One message repeats, "It's beneath your feet, beneath all ice. We are only the surface. If you could drill into the Earth, How deep would you go before something looked back? They drilled into Enceladus. And they weren't the first. If this story disturbed you, you're not alone. Dark Waves Universe reveals what lies beneath the surface, literally. Drop a comment. What do you think was under the ice? Was it ancient life? Something worse? Subscribe for more deeply unsettling stories from the final frontier. Like if you want more truth uncovered. Follow us across the galaxy. https linktier.de Dark Waves Universe. Until next time, ask yourself, what if space was never empty?